Good morning, guys. Happy snow day, depending where you live. You might still have some ice out in your front yard or on your driveway. I know we still have some patches of it near us. So your lesson plans have been updated. So if you are watching this, that means you have found the updates, you've read the email, and you are ready to get started with your work today. So this video is for Secret Garden Chapter 1 questions. So if you are watching this, that means you have completed the Chapter 1 questions and you are ready to check your answers. So I'm going to share with you the answers that I have. If you have something along those lines, I am good with that. Just make sure you have the main idea of what I am sharing with you. One of the things that I want to remind you of for this packet is that your questions do need to be answered in complete sentences because this packet is so different than any of the other ones we've done. The complete sentence part is really key. That's going to be really important when it comes time for your test. So, Chapter 1, Question 1. It says at the beginning of the chapter, why do you think Mary became crosser? So she became crosser at the beginning of the chapter because the servant that was beside her wasn't her Ayah, and Ayah is A-Y-A-H. So I'll give you a second to write that down or check your answer. She was crosser because the servant beside her wasn't her Ayah. Okay. Number 2. Tell the relationship between Mary and her mother. So what was their relationship like, or what was it not like? So Mary's mother didn't want to have anything to do with her. You could say they had a bad relationship. She wasn't fond of Mary. Anything along those lines works for number 2. Feel free to pause the video at any point if you need to take a minute to write down some of your answers. Okay, number 3, why didn't anyone come for Mary? So nobody came for Mary because there was an outbreak of cholera and everyone but Mary died. So number 3, there was an outbreak of cholera and everyone but Mary died. Okay, number 4, what caused the officer to say, what desolation? We're going to talk about some of these vocab words on Thursday. There's some big words used throughout this book. So number 4, they thought everyone had died. It was so quiet. So what caused them to say what desolation is because they thought everyone had died and it was so quiet. Okay, number 5. What symbolism did the author create with the rustling snake? So symbolism is when an author uses something, an item, an animal, an image, an object to represent something or to send a message. So the rustling snake, the symbolism there is the snake represented Mary, alone in the world and not at home in the bungalow. So the snake represented Mary, alone in the world, and not at home in the bungalow. Okay, so that completes the questions for Chapter 1 in Secret Garden. You do need to start reading Chapter 2 today. If you have time, go ahead and start the Chapter 2 questions. You will be finishing the Chapter 2 questions at home tomorrow. Okay, so first video is done. See you guys in the next one.